Have you ever felt like there simply aren't enough hours in the day, that no matter how hard you work, your to-do list never shrinks? You're not alone. In today's fast-paced world, productivity isn't just a buzzword, it's a survival skill. But true productivity isn't about doing more things, it's about doing the right things more efficiently with less stress and greater impact. In this video, we're diving into life-changing productivity tips that go beyond generic advice. These strategies are rooted in psychology, neuroscience, and proven practices used by some of the world's most effective people. Whether you're a student, professional entrepreneur, or just someone looking to reclaim your time and energy, these principles can change your life. Let's start with one of the most powerful but overlooked concepts. Identify your biological prime time. Everyone has a window of time during the day when they are naturally more alert, focused, and creative. For some, it's early morning. For others, it might be late at night. This is called your biological prime time, and it's based on your circadian rhythm. Track your energy, focus, and mood for a week. Write down when you feel most alert and most sluggish. Once you identify your prime time, schedule your most important tasks during that period. Don't waste your peak hours on emails or meetings. Use that time for deep work. Anything that requires thinking, creativity, or critical decision-making. Adopt the one-thing mindset. Multitasking is a myth. What you're really doing is task switching, and every switch costs time and mental energy. Productivity skyrockets when you embrace the one-thing mindset. At any given moment, focus on the one most important thing you can do that will make everything else easier or unnecessary. Ask yourself daily, what's the one thing I must accomplish today? Then block off time, eliminate distractions, and protect that block like your life depends on it. Because in a way it does. Your quality of life is shaped by what you consistently prioritize. The 80-20th rule, also known as the Pareto principle, states that 80% of results come from 20% of efforts. In your work, there are likely a few high-impact activities that drive most of your outcomes. Identify them. Focus your energy there. Let's say you're in sales. Chances are 80% of your revenue comes from 20% of your clients. If you're a content creator, 80% of your traffic likely comes from 20% of your posts. Double down on what works. Ruthlessly trim or delegate the rest. This principle doesn't just improve productivity, it improves clarity. It helps you stop majoring in minor things. Plan your day the night before. Decision fatigue is real. The more decisions you make, the less effective you become. Starting your day with no plan is like entering a forest without a map. Each night, take 10 minutes to outline your top 3 priorities for tomorrow. Decide when and where you'll tackle them. This habit alone can transform your effectiveness. The benefit isn't just organization, it's momentum. You wake up with direction. You avoid the trap of reactive living. Use time blocking, not to-do lists. To-do lists are popular, but they often become endless scrolls of hope. Time blocking, on the other hand, forces you to schedule every task into your calendar. You're not just listing what you'll do, you're deciding when you'll do it. This adds structure, urgency, and accountability. It helps you treat your time like the limited asset it is. Reserve blocks for deep work, admin tasks, meetings, breaks, and even buffer time. Don't forget to block time for rest and recreation. Productivity isn't just about output, it's about sustainability. Master the 2-minute rule. Popularized by David Allen, the 2-minute rule is simple. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Why? Because it often takes more mental effort to track, remember and plan the task than to just complete it. It keeps your mental desk clean. Applied consistently, this rule clears your backlog, reduces procrastination, and builds a bias toward action. Batch similar tasks. Every time you switch tasks, your brain pays a tax. You lose momentum and focus. To reduce that tax, batch similar tasks together. Respond to all emails in one window. Make all your calls back-to-back. Group errands or administrative work. This minimizes context switching and creates flow. Batching also allows you to set clear expectations with others. You're not constantly checking messages, you're working on what matters. Set hard deadlines with soft landings. Deadlines work, but only if they're real. Self-imposed deadlines often get ignored unless you create external pressure or consequence. One strategy is to tie a soft landing to a hard deadline. For example, if you set a deadline to finish a report by Friday noon, schedule lunch with a colleague at 12:30. Now there's social accountability and a reward. This pairing creates urgency and motivation while reinforcing a healthy work-life rhythm. Apply the Ivy Lee method. This classic method has stood the test of time. At the end of each workday, write down the 6 most important tasks to complete the next day. Prioritize them in order of importance. The next day, start with the first task. Don't move on until it's done, then go to the next. Repeat. It sounds simple, but this method cuts through noise, it forces discipline, it creates a rhythm of accomplishment, and it prevents decision paralysis in the morning. Embrace strategic procrastination. Not all procrastination is bad. Strategic procrastination involves delaying lower priority tasks to focus more intensely on the right ones. Sometimes letting a problem simmer or waiting for more information leads to better results. What matters is intentionality. You're not avoiding, you're optimizing. The key is to be honest with yourself. If you're delaying out of fear or indecision, face it. But if you're pausing to preserve energy for higher value work, that's a smart choice. Build a not-to-do list. We all know what we should be doing, but do you know what you should stop doing? A not-to-do list is a powerful productivity filter. It helps you eliminate distractions, time wasters, and bad habits. Examples might include: don't check your phone before noon, don't say yes to meetings without an agenda, don't start new tasks before finishing current ones. Clarity comes as much from subtraction as addition. Know what to ignore. Use the Pomodoro Technique for focus. The Pomodoro Technique is a time management method that breaks work into intervals, usually 25 minutes long, followed by short 5-minute breaks. This rhythm combats mental fatigue, boosts focus, and creates a sense of urgency. After 4 Pomodoros, take a longer 15 to 30-minute break. This technique is especially useful for overwhelming or boring tasks. It helps you get started, and getting started is half the battle. Create a distraction-free environment. You can't be productive if you're constantly interrupted. Your environment shapes your behavior more than willpower does. Put your phone in another room, use website blockers like Freedom or Cold Turkey. Turn off notifications. Work in a clean, uncluttered space. Train the people around you as well. Set boundaries. Let them know your focus hours. Leverage the power of micro-habits. Massive change starts with tiny, consistent actions. Micro-habits are small behaviors that take less than 60 seconds but can lead to big transformations. Examples include writing 1 sentence to start a report, opening the document, setting a 5-minute timer. These low-barrier actions reduce resistance. Once started, momentum builds. Micro-habits hack your psychology. They reduce friction and make discipline easier. Reflect weekly, adjust ruthlessly. One of the most powerful things you can do for long-term productivity is to set aside time each week to review and reflect. Ask yourself, what went well, what didn't, what are my biggest distractions, what should I do differently next week? This feedback loop turns experience into insight. Prioritize recovery and sleep. You're not a machine. Your productivity is only as strong as your energy. Sleep, hydration, movement, and downtime are not luxuries. They are necessities. Research shows that sleep-deprived people perform like they're legally drunk. Don't trade hours of rest for false efficiency. It always catches up. Build recovery into your schedule. Take real breaks. Go for walks. Unplug in the evenings. You're playing a long game. (17) Automate repetitive tasks. Repetition is the enemy of productivity. If you're doing the same task over and over, find a way to automate it. Use tools like Zapier, Notion templates, or calendar schedulers. Set recurring reminders. Streamline your workflows. Think like an engineer. Every repetitive task is a signal that your system can improve. Surround yourself with productive people. Your environment includes people. Energy is contagious. If you spend time with focused, proactive, intentional people, you're more likely to embody those traits. Join mastermind groups. Work alongside productive peers. Read books by high performers. Observe how they think, work, and recover. You rise or fall to the level of your environment. Choose wisely. Build keystone habits. Keystone habits are routines that ripple into multiple areas of life. Exercise, journaling, planning, meditation. These don't just improve your day, they reshape your identity. Find a keystone habit that grounds you. Protect it. Build your routines around it. It will anchor your focus and fuel your discipline. Productivity is not about hacks. It's about foundations. Keystone habits give you that foundation. Reconnect with your why. Finally, productivity is not just about doing more. It's about living better. You need a reason. Why are you working so hard? What are you trying to build? Who are you trying to become? Reconnect with your purpose regularly. Let it fuel your actions. Because when you're clear on your why, you'll figure out the how. In a world of distractions and demands, intentional productivity is a superpower, not because it helps you do more, but because it helps you do what matters most. Apply these strategies, experiment, adapt. Over time, they don't just change your output, they change your life. If this resonated with you, take a moment to pause and reflect. Which of these tips will you start today? Productivity begins with a choice, and that choice is yours.